Right. Get retweeted.
We had a pint in coffees. And that's the moment we get ourselves in. So by the time we got through everything, and Matthew's looking forward to it.
Lovely. We're live.
Well, let's see, we're using the same shorts and socks for the last 4 years.
What's Newcastle United Twitter link?
Oh, Newcastle there.
Yeah. There's the door.
Fiona. She was waiting on the rest of the gang. Lolly.
Oh, she come
and
up.
then Zaida. So she says, found Colin and Matthew.
Deadly.
That's great.
I have a spare team sheet in my pocket for Matthew.
Deadly. We'll get a few signatures on it from.
Good shout. Right, evening, folks. Welcome to Richmond Park. Cormac Towers, glamour friendly, Joe. For Newcastle United against the Super Saints.
Yeah, and the crowds are still streaming in here.
Yeah.
And a rather balmy night in Inchicore.
It's lovely. It's lovely. I think the day is actually starting to lift a bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
The
pitch is looking fantastic.
It looks great, especially the bits that they dyed just there. Down there.
Yeah.
Hey, Stoney, get off the pitch. Yeah, we go to the teams. The Pats team in goal, Brendan Clark, Michael Barker, Ian Birmingham, Kevin Toner, Lee Desmond's back four. Midfield, Killian Brennan, Dara Markey, and a Saints debut for Conor Clifford. Two wingers, Dean Clark, Thomas Bourne, and Jake Keegan is our centre forward. Pat subs, Barry Murphy, Conan Bourne, Graham Kelly, Ryan Brennan, James Duna, Simon Madden, Jamie Lennon, Ian Turner, and Mick Leahy. I would say there's a good chance you might see all or most of them.
I would say the same with Newcastle. Newcastle team, Carl Darlow, Mohamed Diami, isn't it? Yeah. Matt Ritchie, Rolando Arons, Jose Perez, Javier Manquillo, Florian Lejeune, Joselu, Joseph Yarney, Sean Longstaff, and Victor Fernandez. On the bench with Vice International, Kieran Clark, Jojo Shelby.
Who sounds like an Irish international.
I know. Dwight Gale, Kennedy, who sounds like an Irishman as well. DeAndre Yedlin, Adam Armstrong, Matt Sells, who I think is the reserve keeper, Christian Natsu, and Callum Roberts. Yeah, looking at they've only the one sub-keeper there, Matt Sells. Going from the list we have in the programme. And Carl Darlow, who I've never heard of. So you get these opportunities here. Because Rob Elliott had been number one there for a while.
But you weren't here, Joe. But they arrived. It was almost like there was a clown car behind the stand because they started streaming down the steps, the players and entourage and all that, and they just kept coming in. I'd say the dressing room. Do you remember the game you played for your dad where there was about 25 of us all getting changed in the dressing room? I reckon it was probably like that in the away dressing room, which I think is even smaller than the home dressing room that we'd be familiar with. Anyway, there are people starting to emerge from tunnels. Newcastle United's lining up in their traditional black and white stripes. Do you know, that just to see that at Richmond Park, that's a proper old school traditional football team, football club that hasn't really changed.
No. They're
and even the goalkeepers are wearing green. I mean, come on.
It's a nice shade of green.
It is.
It
is.
For tonight's game between Newcastle Utd and Newcastle United.
But the Pats jersey, Joe. This obviously won't work on radio, but the Pats jersey It is stunning. If you haven't seen it yet, we've gone with the sash, red jersey, white sash, 1974-75-ish type.
Yeah, it would have been under Barry Bridges.
Yeah,
More familiar to people as being a reverse Peru.
yes, or the Peru. But it looks, I reckon, Joe, it's the nicest jersey we've had since the original Pazzolona in the mid noughties.
I still think the one we won the league.
That was lovely.
Lovely jersey.
And you know what? The good thing about that was that it was ours. It was unique. It wasn't teamwear, was it?
No, it was the one previous that had the stamp behind the crest.
Yeah.
So they can't put it out of the bag.
They can. Yeah, exactly. Having said that, I think this sash one is actually teamwear.
It is teamwork.
But when you pats it up, it looks great. There's a good crowd. It's a great crowd here, actually, isn't there? I'd say there's about 4,000 in here.
Yeah, just looking around. God, I haven't seen it this packed in a long time. Now, a couple of European games have pushed it. There's been a lot of people.
I see for the European games, Joe, they can only open the 2 stands. For most European games. And I know there's quite a few Newcastle fans who have travelled over from Tyneside. But a lot of them are Irish. And it just shows the potential of Irish football followers if they just get behind their own league. They could be like this all the time.
Yeah. So Andy going with a 3-5-2.
You can't have him without Foley. When teams come out, that jersey is lovely. When you see the new jersey, white shorts, red socks.
The home shorts and stuff.
Yeah,
New jersey.
It just works. It just works.
And also all the Newcastle United to Richmond Park tonight. And match officials for the league is referee Rob Rogers, assisted by Mark Gavin and Darren Carey, and the front official tonight is Phil Brake.
So teams out in the middle of the pitch doing the handshake.
Is that Zach?
No, it's not. No, Zach is much bigger than that now, so he is.
The chicken has all the officials as well, the mascot.
Of course, why not? That's in for tiny photo.
And their names are different rounds on the posters all around the pitch. You'll see all the people like
I saw Ralph from the station. I said he would say him afterwards. I told him we probably got a head round the back of this to see us. There's the Dotsy fella. Referee is Mr. Rob Rogers, enably assisted probably by Mark Gavin and Darren Carey. Fourth official is young Paul O'Brady. That's a really good crowd here. So Pat's going to kick off. Jay Keegan standing over the ball. Do you know what, Joe? Hang on. Team photograph for Newcastle, I think Pat is the instigator of this. The red numbers aren't the easiest to make out, are they?
It's not Newcastle. It was probably in the 70s when they had it in the white panel.
Yes.
But the last few years it's either been gold or blue.
Yeah. Jesus, look at the size of them compared to.
Look at the size of Yosaloo.
Look at the two.
Yosaloo. That's the Ame, isn't it?
Yeah. Look at the bloody son of. Yeah, he is nippy, all right, but. Wow. I mean, what's Darren Markey going to do against them?
Don't worry about that.
It's actually interesting to see Conor Clifford, how he gets on. He looks fit. Kevin Toner, Darren Markey, little flick inside Sean Longstaff.
Yeah, that's Diami. He's a big man.
Yeah, get his Rolando Arons. Has to go back to his centre half and square well. Victor Fernandez. Sorry, also Yarny. Those red numbers. Definitely are not the easiest to make out. Anyway, early free kick to Newcastle for.
But wasn't that the thing that was brought in there a few years ago? The back has to be clear, so you see the number.
Yeah, and you want your black panel with your white number 9 or white panel with your black number 9 on it. Newcastle starting to knock it about.
Yeah.
It's back to Joseph Yarny.
Lejeune is a big unit as well.
Nice touch from Richie. Longstaff. Kevin Toner comes across. Lee Desmond clears it out.
Ex-Newcastle.
Yeah. Yeah, this will mean a lot to Lee, won't it?
Oh, yeah. With a good 4-page interview with him in the programme.
So throw into Newcastle on the Connacht side. Newcastle playing towards the injury core end in this first half. So that'll look like a foul throw. And Victor Fernandez taking on Ian Birmingham. So Richie gets a cross in, it's cleared. Killian Brennan.
Bermo and Killer playing a 1-2.
Pat Sean, they're not the only ones that can knock it about. And back to Brendan Clark. Takes a touch. That's a Michael Barker, far side of the pitch. Conor Clifford comes short the edge of his penalty box. The first time to Kevin Toner. Kevin Toner is Ian Birmingham ahead of him. Bermo. Dean Clark.
Nice
Markey lets it run. Killian Brennan. Falls down with Killer. The last person you'd expect to be giving the ball away.
Yeah, seemed to get caught under his feet there.
Yeah. But some nice possession from Pats. Lejeune puts the ball straight onto the head of Thomas Bourne, who gives it away. Killian Brennan is fouled. His boot came off. Lads, hold it up. Darren Markey goes taking a free kick quickly with Killer still on the deck and Pat's essentially down a man. Michael Barker. Lee Desmond square to Kevin Toner. Conor Clifford. Looks very sharp, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Toner. Maybe a good ball looking for Dean Clark. Lovely first touch. Clark. Chance to use his pace. And he wins. No.
He wins nothing. But no, he's done all right there.
Yeah. A goal kick to Newcastle. Carl Darlow looks to take it short. To Sean Longstaff. Staff just inside the D. Goes back to his goalkeeper, Darlow. He goes short. Richie. Conor Clifford steps in. Darren Markey. Almost. Again. Newcastle just forced to it. Ball. Mohamed Diami, the far side. Michael Barker can't get a touch on it.
Oh, he does well, Barker.
It's falling for Longstaff. Richie again, checking for a shot. Headed up in the air by Kevin Toner, and again, heads it away.
And it's the third time.
Jay Keegan, that's a great header for Newcastle. Michael Barker nods it out, but head tennis going on here. Chest it down. Is there a chance? There it is. It's banged wide by Sean Longstaff. I give Kevin Toner the credit for putting them off by launching himself at the ball.
That's a healthy crowd, no question about it.
Yeah, new subscriber, Lee Robson. You're very welcome. By the name, I presume you're from
Inchicore.
From the northeast. You're welcome to Pat's Live Commentary. This will have a St. Pat's bias to it. Oh, Michael Barker's a little bit late there.
There's no malice in that.
No.
Just he moved too quick for him.
Joseph Yarney. Sean Longstaff just inside his own half, gives it back to Yarney. Longstaff out to Victor Fernandez. Forced back into his own half by Dane Clark. Joseph Yarney goes square to his centre half partner Lejeune. Lejeune up the line. It's another foul by Michael Barker. This time
that was Lee Desmond. Look at that for a ball.
Over the head of Ian Birmingham. Matt Ritchie can't get onto it. Goes out harmlessly for a throw into St. Patrick's Athletic, deep in their own half. Thrown in by Ian Birmingham to Kevin Toner. Toner gets it back from there. I don't think either of them wanted that ball there. And Newcastle are inside the Pats box. Going to have a little floater towards the back post.
He seems to have too much time on that.
Yeah. He actually could have taken another touch. Looks like he hurried it a bit. Yosselu, another big unit, isn't he? Brendan Clark has to go quickly to Conor Clifford. Is closed down. Gets it back to Clarkey. Clarkey has Lee Desmond with Michael Barker outside him. It's back to Desmond just on the corner of the penalty box. Conor Clifford picking up space and goes for the long ball towards Dean Clark. Maybe a bit too much air and it needs to be a flatter ball. That's knotted out for a throw into St. Pat's by Victor Fernandez, but 10 yards inside the Newcastle half. Ian Birmingham throws it back to Kevin Toner. Inside the Newcastle half. Gets a couple of nicks. Jake Keegan's just beaten to it. I think Mohamed Diami just blew him away from the ball there.
Just a big fella.
Yeah. Just, you know, they're all, but the thing is, Joe, a lot of these guys, they're athletes first, footballer second. You know, they can do maybe basic stuff, but
yeah.
Conor Clifford was alive to that. Just has to pass Thomas Bourne. Does really well. Good body position. Wins a free kick, which Michael Barker takes quickly back to Lee Desmond. Lee Desmond squares to Kevin Toner. Toner a bit of space in front of him. Gives it to Conor Clifford. Conor Clifford goes for diagonal ball looking for Thomas Bourne.
No,
again,
never going to have him.
Not the greatest header. Dara Markey picks this up. Looks like he handled it. Yes, the referee's going to play an advantage. Diami.
Plenty of space over this side.
Longstaff. This side's a Matt Ritchie.
Richie Fernandez ahead of him into Diami. Barker read that well.
Thomas Bourne. It's killing Killian Brennan with that pass. And now it's Jose Perez, the Newcastle captain. Good hefty challenge by Thomas Bourne. Conor Clifford. Michael Barker tidies up back to Lee Desmond. Back to Brendan Clark. Takes a touch. Gives it out to Michael Barker. Bourne tried to work something.
We'll try and work a little 1-2 down the wing. Didn't come off, but, you know, well worth giving it a go.
Yeah. The thing is,
this is all about getting Clifford integrated into how we play.
Exactly. And also, you know, we've lost the 7 league games on the trot. It's getting the lads out there with almost no pressure on them. Go out and, you know,
Go out and enjoy football against
go out and enjoy the night.
Footballers.
Yeah, but that's it. I mean, like, we've seen it whenever we played European teams. I mean, good European teams who've come to play football. We can match them.
Yeah.
The only thing is, and it will tell,
the
main difference really is conditioning and size, genetics
and full-time training.
Yeah. Killian Brennan
and recovery.
Yeah.
Oh, Barrow's gone.
That's a lovely ball. No one in the basket. Barrow get across in. He can. It's behind everybody. Thomas Bourne comes in, tries to make something of it. Close the centre half down. Diami beaten in the air by Killian Brennan. Jay Keegan. Thomas Bourne is offside. Nice little smart pass to
fence is being moved here just to allow the Newcastle a bit more room. Which makes more sense.
It does, yeah. I'm sure everyone's safe and comfortable. A game like this, there's no need for.
I don't think there was any need for integration.
Segregation, you mean?
Segregation, yeah. So, Newcastle fans have a good reputation anyway.
Yeah,
just looking around, Paul.
Look at the 2 main stands completely mixed.
Yeah, but there's hardly a spare seat.
No.
Apart from the usual ones behind the dugout, because you're sitting there, you're saying nothing.
Well, there's not an awful lot happening in the game. Perez wins a throw in off Lee Desmond. Take it quickly. Perez gets on again, tries to get in down the line. Michael Barker gets a good challenge in. Back to Thomas Bourne. Thomas Bourne to Killian Brennan. Barker, Bourne. Kelly gives it back to Thomas Bourne. Goes up the line, gets a shout, man on.
It took them a while to let him know, though.
It did. But I mean, the thing is, you can't, against a team like this, you can't expect to, you know, get a clear run of playing a little triangle, 6 passes. The ball's with Joseph Yarni. Good touch by Longstaff. Victor Fernandez into the middle, chested down. Just got caught under Perez.
Just a sweep up.
Just got caught under Perez's feet. Kevin Toner clears it. Ian Birmingham back to Toner on the end line. Good ball to Dara Markey. Usual good first touch. Killian Brennan. Connor Clifford wasn't the greatest pass from Killer, was it?
He was stretching all the way for that.
Newcastle tried to get on with it quickly, Matt Ritchie, but the referee. That's a quick word with Connor Clifford. So free kick to Newcastle. About 11, 12 yards outside the Pats penalty box, just to the right. Matt Ritchie standing over this. In swing across the back post, but it's headed away by Kevin Toner.
Pace on that, wasn't
there? Was. Newcastle keep it in. Go across into the box. It's flicked on. Perez. Really good defending by Dean Clark. Really good defending. And the officials have a little think about it.
I thought it came off Dean anyway. You know, we got the benefit of that one.
I immediately appealed that it was a goal kick. No VAR here, Joe.
That's maybe true.
Dean Clark beaten in the air. And Victor Fernandez.
That's not wrong.
Hi, Olivia. How you doing? Hey, Morrissey. Dean Morrissey. Mohamed Diami checks back. Has a shot. Way over the bar. So goal kick to Pats. Brandon Clark with it. Packed Richmond Park.
Good kick out by Clark.
Yeah.
Only one winner there. That was Yarny.
Keegan was a little bit slow to react to it. Killian Brennan was allowed to in Birmingham. Darren Markey, again, his first touch. Sets him on his way, gets it to Dean Clark. Dean Clark, can he have a run? With the right foot, goes down the outside. His cross is blocked. But he wins the ball back. Oh, I don't know.
I don't know about that.
Don't know about that at all.
Free kick given against Dean Clark, obviously, for using the shoulder.
Like a fair shoulder to shoulder.
Fair, yeah.
Still, you forget, Joe. There's no contact allowed in the Premier League.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing that they won't have any reason to complain about is the Richmond Park pitch.
No.
Considering the drought that we've had over the last 4 weeks or so,
fantastic.
It's a miracle it's like this. It's a good ball from Ken Darlow. Yeah, Aaron's was
not far for Richie.
Has he in Birmingham for company? Richie again trying to play one to Jocelyn.
Header from Birmingham up to the throw in. Richie trying to work the 1-2 with Jocelyn.
I mean, we know he's good, but Burnwood doesn't look out of place against this opposition, does he?
No.
Actually, as a team, we don't look out of place. Ball straight down the middle.
Clarky's all the way.
Yeah. But you know, there's just enough done there by Kevin Toner on Yosselu. There's just enough to put him off. Michael Barker. Killian Brennan, Connor Clifford just didn't get his angles wrong.
He hooked it behind Bravo there. He acknowledges that.
Yeah, the ring rustiness there, isn't there?
He'll take him a while. Yeah, he's been out injured for a while. I think we all know there's quality there with Connor Clifford.
Yeah.
He probably hasn't. Listen, nobody needs to tell him he hasn't lived up to what he promised as a kid at Chelsea. Chelsea youth captain.
Yeah. I'm sure we played against him, Joe, didn't we?
Did play against him, yeah.
Well, we were on the same pitches and didn't get near him.
And that's probably it.
And he would have been what? Late teens then, maybe?
That was a few years ago now.
Late teens. Newcastle, they're looking about nice, aren't they? Diami.
Danny Markey closing them down.
Yeah. Lejeune. There's a mismatch if ever there was one.
Well done,
Michael Barker. Thomas Bourne isn't sticking for him. Just needs to keep his discipline.
Newcastle killer. Actually tries to kill the opposition.
Yeah. That is. Roger's going to have a quick word.
Jesus, that spider's pretty big, isn't he?
Yeah. There's loads of spiders here, yeah. If the rain gets rid of them a little, washes the webs away. So free kick to Newcastle. It's on the far edge of the box. Richie with it. It's low. It's across. And it's put behind.
Obviously, one they had worked on.
Yeah, it was that Longstaff that
made
the run across the box, tried to open his body out and side foot it towards the goal, just didn't get enough on it.
No, but you know, it's probably the first time they've put that into practice in a match.
Yeah.
That will come together for them.
Exactly. And you know, we're the ideal team in a way for a pre-season because we play football against them. They're not going to be just,
defending against Bobby and lumped, which they learn nothing from.
Lucky Dean. Did enough. Barmo, great ball.
Well done.
Darren Markey, take on Longstaff, steps inside him, gets it back to Ian Birmingham.
Newcastle players around him.
Killian Brennan gets it back to Barmo. Barmo goes back to Kevin Toner, and we start again. Toner, Killian Brennan turns forward, gives it to Dean Clark. Dean Clark, front of it, man. That was a Newcastle throw all day long. Matt Ritchie into Diami on the centre spot. It's a good challenge by Thomas Bourne. Connor Clifford gets a tackle in. As Newcastle back into their own half. Florian Lejeune picks up the ball, gives it squares of Sean Longstaff. This side, Victor Fernandez gives it straight to
Dean Clark.
Dean Clark. Is he gonna? He's gonna have a run. Do it. Someone running. Just one touch too many. Longstaff steps
Then the
in.
big fella falls down when he feels the touch in the arm.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Yeah. Everything that's wrong. Killer having a go at the referee.
That's our killer.
We would not have him any other way. No problem, Brian, Smiler, Kevin Berry. The night shift, Barry. I presume that's the night shift.
Because if you're sitting that long,
it's got to be a hell of a long night. Jack Gilfin, no, we don't have facility to show the match. There is a feed, I think, on the Newcastle site, as far as I know.
Oh, is that? Yeah.
Yeah, but we're audio only because when like our league, the rights, the video rights are shared between RTE and Air Sport or Satanta. So unfortunately, we don't have our own feed.
But honestly, sometimes no point watching it. To be honest, I'll just listen.
Yeah, because we make it up anyway, and it's far more entertaining than what's
actually no match going on here.
No, we're sitting here with a few beers.
Pool.
Sitting here watching the grass go. Anyway, throw into Newcastle, but just level with the 18-yard box. Thomas Bourne, though. Pat gets the clearance in. It's headed back. Michael Barker gets it above Mohamed Diaby. There's about a foot in the difference there. Killian Brennan gets back. Thomas Bourne. Back to Michael Barker. Dara Markey. Thomas Bourne. Michael Barker. Lee Desmond. Lovely little ball to Connor Clifford. Space thrown into. Gives it to Dara Markey.
Up a bit.
Dara Markey. Jay Keegan's out wide.
Ball.
That's a good ball. Can he keep it in? He can. Needs to put a cross in. Thomas Bourne. Cross in, headed away, headed up in the air. Trying to read where this is going to go. Connor Clifford taken off him by Dara Markey.
Yeah, Dara Markey robbed it off his toe.
Yeah.
No, Newcastle look to break.
Yeah. Oh, good challenge by Michael Barker. And do you know something? I'd say Newcastle fans are outnumbered and Pats fans here, but that's been the loudest roar of the night for that tackle by Michael Barker. Dean Clark takes on, and that's handball. Handball, most definitely, by Victor Fernandez. The referee actually was the wrong side to see it, but the lino must have been looking straight at it.
If we could see it, the lino could see it.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, League of Ireland officials down to the usual standard. But Pats still have possession, Joe. Michael Barker back to Lee Desmond, the ex-Newcastle man. Back to Brendan Clark. Gives it to Kevin Toner, the ex-Aston Villa man. Back to Clarkey. Back to
Barker. Barker started very well.
Yeah. Barker generally is solid. There's a mistake in him, though.
Connor Clifford giving away possession.
Yeah.
Far too casual with it.
You're wondering, good challenge by him there. Gets it back from Thomas Bourne. Killian Brennan makes himself a very lovely disguise pass to Thomas Bourne. Keller gets it back, slips it to Connor Clifford. Thomas Bourne flies in at a challenge.
That's what he does.
Yeah. Very good, Kevin.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now, Cop You Shoot magazine there to keep you going. Newcastle in possession. Fernandez just down here below us on the right wing, going to take on Dean Clark. Dean Clark just shoulders him out of it. If anything, was a little bit more physical than the one that he got penalised for.
Oh, Clarky.
He let it run. He knew. Look, Clarky knows every inch of this pitch. Connor Clifford had to get rid of that first time.
He done well getting rid of that there. It's a loose ball past him.
Florian Lejeune. Good header, but goes straight out of play, throw with the St. Pat's. Level with their 18-yard line. Michael Barker takes it, gets it back from Lee Desmond. Gives it to Killian Brennan, who's looking this side. Good ball to Dean Clark. Has his fullback Ian Birmingham on the overlap outside him. Got to do something with it quickly. Dean Clark goes inside.
Markey's still on it.
Lays it out to Thomas Bourne on the far side. Thomas Bourne steps inside, goes outside. But he does keep possession.
To get it back.
Tries to win a corner, but just rebounds.
He gave away possession cheaply.
Yeah. Rebounds Alonso Aarons. Killian Brennan gives away a free kick and has another go at the referee. I think Killer realised this is a friendly. You know what? There's about 10 seasons worth of frustration with referees coming out tonight in Killer because he can book them or send them off and you won't miss a match. We think. Brian Duffy, you're dead right. Best league in the world. Sean Longstaff. That's about the far side. Side Yosalu. Is that Killer again with a. It's Thomas Bourne. Thomas Bourne must be close to.
Actually, no, Thomas. Never far away from trouble.
No. As we say, when Killian Bourne says you're a nutcase, then
yeah, you know what to do.
That's a proper. Sean Longstaff. That's another really good challenge on Rolando Aarons.
Go, Michael Barker.
So about half an hour gone, still 0-0. Thomas Bourne does really well to win the ball back. Jake Keegan. You don't really want your centre forward picking the ball up and midway inside his own half, but that's as deep he has to come to try and get on the end of something. Thomas Bourne keeps it in. He's muscled off it.
Oh, well done, Darren Markey.
Darren Markey gets it back to Lee Desmond. Lee Desmond, first time out this side to in Birmingham.
I've seen little sparks of what Darren can do, and he can do it against anybody.
He can, yes. His first touch is so good. He gets it straight out of his feet and immediately gets him going forward. Killian Brennan, Kevin Toner in Birmingham. Darren Markey, lovely first touch. Lovely spin away from Matt Ritchie in Birmingham. In fairness, that Newcastle they do get the shape back very, very quickly, don't they? Expect Killian Brennan directing traffic, disguised ball into Dane Clark. Dane Clark should have been given the shout to that he had time and he could turn. Anyway, Lee Desmond brings it towards halfway. Lee Desmond brings it over halfway. Jake Keegan, Connor Clifford.
Killer wants to do here.
Killer's moaning, which means he's in the mood. Tommy Bourne. Louis disguised past, gets it back. First touch isn't great, but Darren Markey picks this up.
All over the place, Darren
He
Markey.
is, yeah. Killian Brennan. Azim Browning outside was going to in for.
Oh, what a ball!
Jake Keegan, he's just heads it over.
What a ball!
Great run, great ball from Killian Brennan.
Lovely backspin on that ball too. Just held up well.
Yeah.
Jake Keegan done as well as he could, but getting the touch
got
on
a little diagonal run. It's still a very hard one to pick up, isn't it, from a defensive point of view?
Yeah.
Newcastle take the goal kick short. Victor Fernandez. Back to Josef Yarni. Florian Lejeune midway inside his own half goes to the big diagonal.
Ian Brown gets a touch. That's all we have to do.
Yeah. Nods it away from Matt Ritchie and out of play for a Newcastle throw-in. Down by what we call the Gillian Quinn Jacks. There was a great rumour that the Jacks on the opposite corner used to be a single story, but Niall Quinn paid for the second story to go on.
Lofty ambitions.
Yeah. Probably so that Niall Quinn himself could fit in.
So he could fit into it, yeah.
Now,
I don't think this will go down too well. The Georgie's talking about a Mackham like this, but
I know, but in relation to toilets and stuff like that, he might get away with it. I don't think it's true. It would be the greatest rumor ever if it was true, but I don't actually think it is.
I know it is the greatest rumor ever.
Yeah. The rumors aren't true, of course. But there's another Jacks that's half the size on the opposite corner of the pitch. We call it the Gillian Quinn Jacks. Anyway.
Oh, Gillian Rose we used to know.
Thomas Bourne, he's madder than Mad Jack McNadd, the winner of this McNadd competition. That he is. Also, anything between 3 or 5 cups of tea before every game.
Yeah, I wonder how many sugars is in there. Anyway, back to the action. Newcastle coming up over the halfway line. All out with Fernandez. Back to Yarney. Yarney's big enough fella too, isn't he?
Far side. Oh, and again, Darren Markey. That's a foul all day long.
Oh, come on.
Jesus. I think the referee might be starstruck. Lee Desmond isn't good firm challenge.
Messing there. Get up the park.
Fernandez goes back to Carl Darlow in the Newcastle goal. Dribbles the ball outside his 18-yard box. Gives it to Mohamed Diami under pressure from Killian Brennan, the 2 number 10s. I'm sure Diami will be after Killer's shirt after the game. Fernandez again down below us. Has Matt Ritchie ahead of him. Matt Ritchie. 1-2. Lovely challenge by Dean Clark. Yosselu picks up the loose ball. Tried to give and go.
Oh, well read by Kevin Toner.
Ian Birmingham outside him as always. Dara Markey somehow keeps hold of the ball. Ian Birmingham slows down. Has to go back to Brendan Clark, who is probably the most comfortable goalkeeper in the League of Ireland with the ball at his feet. Connor Clifford. And Kevin Toner just on the edge of the Pat's D. Killian Brennan has gone down to tie a bootlace. Ian Birmingham. Connor Clifford. Back to Birmingham.
Lee Desmond over the halfway line into Darren Markey.
The applause here in the background. So Newcastle subs have gone to warm up down where their fans are.
One of them being John Joe Shelby.
Yeah. Pat's just playing the ball around the back. Newcastle are going to push up. Brendan Clark finds a way through to Killian Brennan. Darren Markey, plenty of space for an into.
Away.
As Dean Clark moves inside to create the space, now goes outside looking for the return ball. Can he get a cross in? Has to turn back. Ian Birmingham, though, first time with the left foot. Goes all the way across. Darren Markey can't get on it.
And just kept in by Darlow.
Lovely move. So, Fernandez. Diami again. Just inside the centre circle. Gets it out. Florian Lejeune.
Being forced back.
Yeah. Joseph Yarney. Sean Longstaff. Fernandez. Matt Ritchie tries a little flick. Ian Birmingham reads it. Puts it out for a throw into Newcastle, which they take quickly. It's a foul on Yarney. Matt Ritchie takes it quickly. I think anyone was particularly ready for it, but Florian Lejeune gets it out the far side. It's crossed in, headed away by Lee Desmond.
Good touch.
Longstaff, Matt Ritchie tries to flick it through. Lee Desmond heads it straight back to Matt Ritchie. Brilliant
lovely
from Jay Keegan. Gives it to Dean Clark. Dean Clark has Connor Clifford. He still gets it. Has Michael Barker. Bermo's on. If Barker can see him. That's a good idea from Michael Barker. But you know what? I don't think Thomas Bourne is ever actually going to get there. Is aiming for that little run for the ball between centre half and full back.
Yeah.
A, there was too much in the ball, and B, I think Orlando Irons would probably have gotten back in time. Ball's flicked on.
It's handball by Toner there. Good look of it.
Well, that's one each.
Yeah.
Matt Ritchie steps away from
That's a
Markey.
good ball.
But Yosselu was flagged
I
offside.
have to say, I've been pretty impressed with Richie. He's very sharp, hasn't he?
Yeah. And he's nippy and his position is good. He's always available to take the ball. In Birmingham. Lovely little chip ball from Dean Clark. Richie and Clark go in for a 50-50 challenge from Newcastle. It's nice stuff to get it away. Do you know, I think they're starting to warm to this.
Yeah.
Lee Desmond, it's a good clearance and it goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. Carl Darlow. Bolted out to Florian Lejeune. Ball for Orlando Aarons, who's quick. Michael Barker gets there first, clears up the line. Thomas Bourne feels a touch on the back and goes down. Free kick to St. Pat's. Killian Brennan is charged down, but he's going to go in and win this tackle with Matt Ritchie. That Matt Ritchie didn't really
didn't want to know about.
Lee Desmond gets a good challenge in. Dara Markey.
He's great when you watch him in full flight, isn't he?
He's so comfortable with the ball at his feet. That's a bad ball with Thomas Bourne. You know, you're looking at the body language.
Yeah. Lee Desmond read that. He's still got the ball away.
He does all the time. Jesus, ref. Pat's almost play on. But they'll have 3 or 4 passes made before the referee actually brought them back, you know. Michael Barker, Lee Desmond. Clip forward, Jake Keegan takes it on the chest, but can't hold on to the ball. Lee Desmond flicks it out towards Michael Barker, but the ball bounces out of play for a
Barker wasn't expecting that. It was a last-ditch touch of the ball.
I kind of count him shin height as well. But you know, for a meaningless pre-season friendly from Newcastle's point of view, it's a good game to watch, isn't it?
Good workout for them.
It's a good one for us as well. Matt Ritchie. Just switch sides, Michael Barker. And Matt Ritchie has a little nibble at Michael Barker. Barker's not too happy about it. He actually launched in from behind, you know. It's okay for Newcastle. They're on pre-season tour. We have a league game on Friday. And Brendan Clark is calling the Pat's physio on. Now the referee eventually sees fit to call physio on. After he has a go at Matt Ritchie, then he checks to see if the player is all right. As more Newcastle subs go out to warm up.
Shelby stopping to sign an autograph. Occasion for a water break.
Yeah. About 5 minutes to go to half-time. Still 0-0. Arguably Pat's with the best chance with the header from Jake Keegan.
And even that wasn't a real chance. But it's been interesting.
Yeah. There's a little bit of bite in it, isn't there?
Let them start to flex their muscles because they want to come here and win.
Yeah. And if you're serious about your football, you want to go and win every game you play. Michael Barker is actually hobbling away. He's just off the pitch getting a little bit more treatment, but I do see Simon Madden has his jersey ready to go if needed. That's a pity for Michael Barker because he doesn't start too many games, and he started
doing
really
very
well. Kevin Toner. Wayne Birmingham, lovely ball, which takes Matt Ritchie out of the game completely. Dara Markey just crowded out. Almost wins it back. And Fernandez gets it back to Carl Darlow. Darlow with the Florian Lejeune. Michael Barker's back in his feet, trying to jog up the touchline, but doesn't look comfortable at all.
No.
Matt Ritchie gives it away. Kevin Toner just hooks it back in towards halfway.
Oh, Bermo, good header.
Good header from Matt Ritchie. Dean Clark.
Markey plays it out to Bermo. Killian Brennan soldier forward with now.
Just keeps the ball moving. Killer doesn't. In Birmingham gets it back to Killer. Barrel hit the ball into Dean Clark. Has Killian Brennan. Could do it. Someone making a run into the box. Kevin Toner.
He's not moving right at all. Michael Barker.
No. Simon Madden's getting ready.
Oh,
Connor Clifford gives it away.
Clifford.
Perez running at lead. Esmond
Perez
gives it to Yosselu. Oh, brings it a bit wide. That's a good header by Lead Esmond and heads it away again. Matt Ritchie. It's across the semi-block. There's a shot and it's in off the post.
Sean Longstaff.
Yeah,
it's a good strike in the end. Edge of the box, hit the inside of the post.
Yeah. The ball was looking to get to him. It was the cross from Matt Ritchie. Deflected off about two or three Pats players on its way to Longstaff. Had a quick look and with his left foot directed her into the corner off the post. That Michael Barker has actually left the game, and Simon Madden. Dara Markey. It's a pleasure to watch him, isn't it, John?
Yeah.
Thomas Byrne, a little bit too clever. Look at Simon Madden bombing on with the balls back to. Oh, what's this?
Kicks at him.
Dodgy one.
No pass player was there.
Oh, lovely from Birmingham. Connor Clifford got to get there, which he does. Oh, get up. Get up. The 17 wasn't even touched. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it was Iossi Perez, the captain, which makes it a little bit worse.
Oh, good touch for Dean Clark.
Jake Keegan.
Dara Markey.
Dean Clark. Steps in on his right. Gets across in towards the back post. Simon Madden's coming in. Oh, it's just across the face of the goal. No one gambling.
That was unlucky.
Just on that, yeah, Iossi Perez there. Connor Clifford got the ball, won it. Iossi Perez actually jumped over him and then went down looking for a foul. No contact whatsoever.
Looks like the keeper and
it actually looks. Yeah, Simon Madden is now limping actually. A matter of minutes after coming on for the injured Michael Barker. Yeah, Simon Madden limping a little bit, all right. Yeah, keeper's down. It looks like Matt Sells is getting stripped. I think you want a good workout in these pre-season friends, but you don't want people getting injured.
You don't want injuries.
And again, we have a league game on Friday. They don't. Chaz 88. I think it's a. I think Newcastle United have a stream. I think. So game's back underway. Matt Ritchie.
Oh, he just about got away with that.
Yeah.
There.
Do you know, I think Matt Ritchie would be sick of the sight of being Birmingham.
Yeah.
He won't be the first to think that. He won't be the last either. Lejeune. There's a step away from Jake Keegan. Connor Clifford.
Well then, Connor.
Yeah. Diami lifts the ball over Darren Markey, which is not the hardest thing to do.
No.
But there's half time. 1-0 Newcastle.
Decent first half.
Yeah.
Nothing really between the teams. In the end, a good finish.
Yeah.
In terms of the way he just pushed it right into the corner.
Yeah, and listen, let's have no bones about it. If Newcastle really wanted to step it up, and
yeah.
But it's it's an entertaining, competitive game. You don't want much more than that for a Tuesday evening in Dublin.
I'm gonna have him come up and get in a fucking way now.
So I'd say Pat's going to make wholesale changes. Jared O'Brien is out with 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 subs. Well, one of whom has already come on. And Conan Byrne joins the fray. So
Conan would want to run, wouldn't he?
Oh yeah. His age, opportunities like this won't come around too often.
Yeah. Madness out doing a bit of running as well.
It was, it was probably planned that he would come on anyway. Still. I think he was testing that ankle a little bit. Oh, what chance? Hey, Dotsy.
Hey, Dotsy.
Lads,
How are you?
look at this.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? Smashing Eagle.
They will.
I'd say Newcastle.
I'd say we will. That's not normal. It's European games on tonight. How are Cork doing?
Yeah. Cork, they're 1 down.
That's 2 on aggregate.
Yeah, after half an hour.
It's gone Friday.
Limerick on the telly. Night off, Joe.
Yeah.
A few points before and after.
Are they all going on straight to the players?
I don't know yet. They're having a meeting today at midnight.
It's a disaster, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, so I think we're just play Bray, but they're going to fail to.
The whole setup. It just makes a joke of the league.
So it's, I'd say it's 2. These are.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
stronger team, but these are a lot of fucking stars.
Yes, Rafael Benitez.
He's waving up to us. Fair play to you, Rafa. Rafa's waving at us.
No, he's out on the pitch. Look. Get the zoom lens out, lads.
They're used to just winning a match there now, in fairness. Can't take a joke. It goes with that. How are you getting on the season?
I think still 3 points ahead of you, actually. So
that's why I know.
You know, so I'd watch your glass house now. Those particular stones. I know.
The only thing that's saving us is our fan base.
And that Bray and Limerick are probably going to go bang. Jesus, it was us last year, don't you?
Yeah, he's having really bad run, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't say that like volunteers in your club that work, and I know them, they're on having the mansion, and I'm thinking, you can't do that.
No what?
So they're on social media saying it's time for the mansion to go and all this, and I'm thinking, you can't, that doesn't work.
No.
That doesn't work.
No, you have to remember, but you have to remember your position as well in the club, you know.
I'm seeing one particular person over there saying, I'm like, that's not good.
What I have a big issue with is, obviously, we're privy to certain knowledge about things.
Yeah.
You should feel privileged and not feel the need to think you're great and tell everybody you know it first. You keep that in-house. I have a big problem with that. And the only clubs that actually will succeed are the ones that maintain that.
Yeah.
It's as you say, the volunteers are everything in this level. So we've got to do it right.
Your crowd's been like okay.
Not great.
Steady but not spectacular by any means.
Yeah. But this is good tonight. They're always charging here to 15.
15, yeah. It's just fair enough.
Yeah.
Nice feel well.
Yeah. I mean, but the thing is, like I say, we've a league game on Friday.
Yeah.
You know, so to ask if you were to pull up the price for this, you're probably losing half the gate on Friday, which is far more important.
Yeah. It doesn't work. He's had to feel this. You know, you're thinking, don't get interested playing this fucking match.
And I think that's why Barker went mad at your man, Matt Rich, because there was no need to make that tackle.
But I think
a normal game, that would be.
These games come up. Sometimes you have to take the opportunity to
Oh, yeah, of course.
take them on.
Yeah.
And make a few quid. And not just make the few quid, but hopefully you might get a few people to come down and watch it and say, you know what, I enjoyed the way Pat's played. I'm going to go down and bring the kids on Friday.
And you know what? That, as usual with these, the first half's the real game. The second half, you make all your changes and it disturbs the flow of the match big time. So going by what the neutrals saw in the first half tonight.
Yeah.
I thought even if you get 40, 50 more down maybe on...
Over a season.
The only thing is...
Giving him good advice there, he was.
Oh, well. That's our poor go.
You know,
he's well respected.
Dundalk and Cork are in a league up here, right?
Oh, yeah.
There's no question.
Then fucking Scummags and Tala, Derry and Warford. And then the rest of us.
Yeah.
There's 3 leagues. We're definitely Bowes are in the bottom. He was a bottom.
We started okay, but I think the inexperience and all that probably catching up on us a bit, the young lads. There's great potential there, there's no question about it. But they've got to be blooded. I mean, Jamie Lennon's been brilliant.
Yeah.
Dara Markey, when he's on song, isn't it great?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a disaster.
Yeah, but considering what this was like for the Dundalk game, it was bare, it was yellow.
Dundalk and fantastic, aren't they? Dundalk, fantastic.
They're a fabulous side. Having said that, had the game here finished 2-2 rather than 3-1.
Yeah.
Nobody could have had any complaints.
I know, but what's the guts?
Oh, exactly. But look, that's how they win leagues.
Oh yeah, that's
you know.
Our last match in Daly, I was talking to Joey.
I wasn't there.
And just say Joey says Dundalk. He said they just swatted us away. I said they do that with everybody. Like he's got them in a stronger position than he had a couple of years ago with the few people he's brought in.
Look at the bench they had. We were looking at the team sheets, and the bench would be the nucleus of a really good team anywhere else in the league.
We've got the few Bob. They've earned the few Bob.
Yeah, they're not
Rovers
going
made
mad.
good money a few years ago
Yeah.
going up with it.
No. Taking themselves out a bit of a mess in the
It's the same, waving up at us. Carter.
Ah, yeah. Jared O'Brien taking part in the session there at half time.
Getting himself fit for Western Rovers,
It
pal.
is, yeah, very true. We need to plant that seed very soon.
This chair, you know.
Well,
He only played 2 games with us, but you got a better right back.
No, up until this season we did with Simon. I still can't believe how
How
let him
could
go.
Rovers let somebody like that go, yeah?
Saying somebody said yeah.
I seen you were taking pictures, Dotsy, at the Pale gig.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
How did that come about?
I know. I true people I know sort of demand Davro, not you. Yeah. And I just contacted her Facebook page. So this, it's very fucking dark place. They were brilliant. Brilliant place.
I'm ready.
Said to them,
yeah.
It was fantastic.
2 of the lads are good mates of ours. Aidan the drummer and Gavin the bass player.
I used to know from Capra and
That's right, yeah.
It's not with them anymore.
No.
Gets got full-time work. It's great cake. The fucking
Matthew and Shane.
Yeah.
They're good characters, the
Show
lads.
Apollo House. I still some stuff in this.
Oh, yeah.
No matter what, yeah. It's a great place, but fuck dark for the time we play.
Yeah.
But beautiful venue. What a venue.
I love to. I'm raging when I missed that gig.
They
I
don't do
was
those,
away.
they don't do those stages now. I've seen them at the highest fairs and all play there. They won't let us stage.
No, they're kind
Just-
of right. You become part of the venue yourself.
Yeah. But the fucking seats are really close. Even the one of the cars in St. James is a bit too close. That bump.
Yeah. That could be a little bit
He's ever done gigs in here.
Yes, there was a gig in
In
here.
the 70s.
Jerry,
Yeah.
Lizzie.
Brush Shields.
Can he play here?
Brush Shields, what was his band?
It's only photography ever done.
There's
It's always somebody has stuff. There's always somebody has stuff.
There was a ticket online, wasn't there?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Or a press ad or something.
Just taking it great.
Just Mo Shields.
Yeah,
With that maybe.
What was
or,
Mo's band?
And just have like a museum and stuff. Just have anywhere that's. I remember your.
I don't.
It's a shame to see local. Somebody wears local shop with them. I suppose. We don't have
I
that.
think there's a lot being done, Dotty, for next year for the 90th.
Yeah.
In conjunction with the likes of Richmond Park, and we'll have something over there.
See, the community, you need to say when you come in, it's still outdoor. But you know what you could get? You could fucking get lads who do all this artwork and models and all that.
Do you see the 2 party cabins over
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
You see the wall behind it
Yeah.
is white. That's the start of something like that.
Yeah, but you could do that when you come in because most people only see this part, you know. So when you come in, it's the first thing you'll see. Like there's one day, you see the one to fill in it. That's the one to fill in it.
See, we don't
And Bob Barley.
What are you doing
Did they
claiming
play
to
there?
fill in it?
They played there.
Yeah. Didn't play there.
But so actually they played here as well.
Yeah, no, yeah.
They were LIZZIE on the poster.
That's
That's probably just a typo, Paul.
But you should. That I think would be great to come in and see all that shit.
What I'd love
Right, because it stays there, you know.
what I'd love is pictures of the ground, or even the likes of Picture Chapel Izzard, then this place,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
out to
Well, it's the
Out to
90th
House
anniversary
Cross,
of
this place
this.
when we came
It's the
back,
90th
as it is
anniversary
now.
of this place, or but that's.
No, the club,
Oh, right.
1929.
Yeah. Have a great shot photograph of the 2 lads in the corner. Steve at you in the ball, the 2 and just looking at
I
them.
just thought that's there for a second.
It's kind of been a drone over. I wish if I didn't know it's how up. So I'd go up, I wouldn't come over. I'd go up into the corner outside the stadium and just go up. You know, you wouldn't go over
Yeah.
at an angle and you fucking leave full. Fucking should have bring it over because I'm standing down. I'll do a bit of drone footage.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah. Actually, it might be nice if you're doing a piece of the ground. I might say to him, like, if I'm set home, then I see a piece of the ground, get
Yeah.
fans, older people.
And Dermot was saying to me, you know, big Dermot there, Paul Sampson, Dermot Looney, he's a counsellor. And Dermot plays ball with us and all, but he was saying to me about doing a book. He was on to me about the design and stuff like that. So we might be doing something.
Yeah, you should.
I took on the design of that this year.
Yeah.
Just to try and put a bit more life into it, you know.
Just have somebody who does videography, this.
No, I'm only doing the stuff.
Yeah, he films the matches, but is he a video, like, documentary type stuff? Because that's what you need for the ground. It'd be nice to do something.
Yeah. But you know what? Our mate Mark just finished doing a course in all sort of media stuff.
Yeah, I'm doing all sorts. I'm working with some Apollo House.
Where?
Do you know Apollo House there?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been documenting that now. It's nearly gone. It's basically gone now. So I've got somebody who's in there. It's going to do a piece of me. So just film and his story will go over all that.
Yeah.
So it's nearly gone. It's like down to the last. It's very small bit of the left. It's there again. And that's what I do. That type of stuff. That's their Apollo House.
God, I haven't been down that way now.
Yeah, one of the pubs there. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So it's just there getting bits and pieces today. I've a little spot half that good.
Right, we're back. Loads of changes.
Thanks, Kevin.
Cheers, Kevin. We're normally gone for a cup of tea or something at half time.
We aren't going to venture across a cup of tea today, this crowd. Anyway, off we go. John Joe Shelby's on anyway. Bald head gives that away.
Yeah. Callum Roberts is on.
We've made a few changes ourselves. Conan is on. Graham Kelly, Ian Turner, Ryan Brennan.
James doing it. Jamie Lennon's on. The
Mick Leahy.
Barry Murphy.
Oh, Barry is in goals. Quite a few changes.
There's Callum
As
Roberts.
we say, for both teams.
Gets a cross in. Mick Leahy gets a heel to it and headed away by Jamie Lennon. Roberts again. Kieran Clark. John Joe Shelby. Little flick around the corner. And Christian Atsu. Longstaff is still on. Kieran Clark.
Yarney is still on.
Yeah. Clark to Shelby just on halfway. Coleman Byrne almost gets the ball from Kennedy. Just hoops it up in the air. James Dooner just heads it in the general direction of
just
the Newcastle half. Kieran Clark. John Joe Shelby seems to be the man who just wants to run it. Ball straight down the middle. Kevin Toner. That's a good ball. James doing it. Ryan Brennan just felt the contact from behind by John Joe Shelby.
There wasn't much of it, and down he went.
Got to play them at the game, Joe. Mick Leahy. John Lee going through the list of substitutions, which we can't actually hear properly. John Joe Shelby. Ball back to is it Matt Seltz? Come on. No, Carl Darlow still in. Is it 26 or 28?
Plays it back to Barry Murphy.
Ball team. Birmingham puts him under pressure. Has to put it straight out of play. Jeez, John, keep going. You might be finished by the time the game's over. It is one of the great pleasures of European football here when John trying to pronounce the names. It's brilliant. He does. He's the greatest ever. We always tell him the wrong name on Pat Score. He's dead now, though, isn't he?
He died, didn't he? He was a lovely man.
Yeah,
lovely.
Yeah.
He used to have great crack. He come over, who scored that one? We go, Jackie Jefferson. And he'd go to the site, and you go,
So throw into Newcastle. Just midway inside the Pats, half far into the pitch. Newcastle playing towards the shed end, as we call it in Richmond Park.
The John Minnock stand.
John Minnock stand, exactly.
John Minnock,
That's handball.
who signed for Charlton from Pats for a
That's right.
substantial fee.
And that paid for, I think, to put a roof and a corrugated iron wall at the terrace
Yeah.
to separate it from the abattoir behind.
Going back quite some time now, folks.
You're right. Well, the abattoir was like
Avatar was there up to the
90s,
80s,
90s.
even.
Yeah. The lane down the side of the video shop, if you remember.
Yeah.
Cowan and Bourne, lovely little nutmeg. And Longstaff, Graham Kelly. Keep going.
Plays a 1-2 off
Has a
Newcastle player.
shot, just drags it
Has a
wide.
shot that you'd expect goes flying.
He hit it well, just about 6 yards wide.
Do you know what? I don't think he was expecting a chance to get a shot
No.
because he got a lucky break at
Yeah.
the ball.
Shelby takes it off the goalkeeper. Far side Fernandez. Long ball is very, very long, goes all the way through to Barry Murphy in the Pats goal. Passes it out to Ian Birmingham. Has Jamie Lennon shown for Jamie Lennon.
Bernmo's still on.
Bermo will just go and go and go. You know, I don't think Bermo's not a good spectator. Plus, we don't really have that many left backs. Good touch by Jamie Lennon. Graham Kelly gives it back to Nick Leahy. Nick Leahy square to Kevin Toner, who I think is actually suspended next league
I
game.
think he might be.
Barry Murphy is closed down very quickly, gives Bermo a horrible ball. Bermo's
Bernmo actually done well. to
Yeah.
Get something on that.
Christian Atsu, very, very quick.
Just looking at John Joe Shelby, he's a tall enough.
He is he's a
Interesting.
big lad. He's a big bloke, yeah. Now a lurch. Callum Roberts. Kennedy. John Joe Shelby. Centre of the park. That's a lovely ball
That's a
for
great
Atsu.
ball.
Can Atsu make it? He actually can.
God, the speed on there.
Yeah, but didn't quite get enough on it. Barry Murphy just plucks the ball out of the air, rolls it out to Kevin Toner. Toner gets it back from Jamie Lennon. You see the top of the apartments. There's loads of lads up the top of the apartments behind the ground. Is that someone videoing it from just see? Let the iPad out.
Yeah. Show all our friends.
Yeah.
On the various social media streams,
Yeah.
obviously.
Kevin Barry Hart. Oh. Shelby comes forward.
Shot on.
Been invited to shoot.
Oh.
That's it.
Knocks it back for Atsu.
It's a good block.
Deflection of Jamie Lennon. And goes over.
Kevin Barry, yeah, we saw that. Watersaw beating Cork, all right. That's a tough place to go. Do you remember ourselves 4 years ago? That's actually 4 years ago.
Yeah.
This week we were over there, got a 1-1 draw. Probably should have been a 1-0 win, but Ken O'Man gave the ball away inside the box. Anyway. So, corner to Newcastle. Four of them all end up now. They split and make a run, and Mick Leahy, first of all, heads it up in the air. It's headed down, and then it's cleared. That's a shot. Good hit.
I think he's at that break in the fence at the back of that shot.
Good hit from DeAndre Yedlin. Let's take the goal kick short. Barry Murphy to Kevin Toner. Toner is Mick Leahy. Just on the edge of the D. Simon Madden. Jamie Lennon. Missed his kick. Ryan Brennan was gone if he got it in. Shelby. Callum Roberts. Adam Armstrong. Back to Shelby. Hernandez. Kieran Clark. Kennedy can't take it in. Simon Madden turns away from him. Has Conan Byrne outside, and Conan steps away, loses the ball. Callum Roberts goes straight down the wing. Inside, there's a shot and it's blocked, but going to fall to Roberts, who is onside. Goes past Jamie Lennon, squared. And Ryan Brennan clears it. Ian Turner, Alon, wins a free kick. Kieran Clark, just make sure Pats can't take the free kick quickly.
Yeah.
Newcastle holding a very high line. It's on the edge of the centre circle. Mick Leahy goes backwards to Barry Murphy. Kevin Toner had plenty of space. The square to Mick Leahy.
Knocks it beyond Simon Madden. Terrible.
And wanting Simon Madden to push on, but it has been closed down by Kennedy.
Well, almost John Joe Shelby trying his best to get the ball into Camac Towers.
We haven't had a ball in here all season, have we? Lovely by Ryan Brennan. Knocked it past John
Great
Joe
bit
Shelby.
of skill by Ryan Brennan.
John Joe Shelby.
He's having a bit of crack from there.
Just having a moan about getting a fingernail in the face. Good God.
Oh, that's a great ball. Oh, lucky.
Good idea. Spreading it around. It's not going to stay in.
Yeah, he does well. Keeps it
in. Just about keeps it in. To go back to his goalkeeper. Has to get rid of it under pressure from Graham Kelly. Mick Leahy, with the jersey tugged off him there by Dwight Gale, who looks ridiculous with that top knot, doesn't he?
Yeah. There's a bit of pace about him, isn't there?
Yeah, he's decent. He's decent. Mick Leahy just looking for someone to make it
there.
Yeah. They just exist in a different world, don't they?
Yeah.
Kevin Toner, square to Mick Leahy. Ryan Brennan, let's go back to Leahy. Just closed down, goes back to Barry Murphy's goalkeeper. Just keeps it moving, gives the first time to Kevin Toner. Toner now has a bit of space. See, this is, and that is by design. That's a good run by Ian Turner into the channel.
Yeah,
and he work across. He can, but it's blocked behind for a corner.
That's a corner. Mick Leahy would be a good bet for a attempt at this.
Especially as a sub, normally scores from set pieces. Well, he did it twice in one game earlier on the season, so that's really what
he scored against Wexford as well.
Yeah, but I mean, who didn't? Actually, James Duna, despite did everything but score. Corner comes in, keeper flaps at it. Again, just
Kennedy can't keep it in. Runs away on him. I think Turner done enough there.
Yeah. That's a throw in quickly. Ryan Brennan. Go back to Mick Leahy. Mick Leahy, that's a good ball out the far side. James Downer has Bermo in front of him. It's back to Graham Kelly. Jamie Lennon giggles. Ryan Brennan.
Looks a bit loose.
Love it. Kennedy gives it out to Simon Madden, who wins a throw in off Callum Roberts.
Oh, that was tasty.
It was. Conan Burns giggles. Lovely footwork by Kennedy. By Longstaff. That's his own half. Dwight Gale.
Oh, that's a good touch.
It's into space. Adam Armstrong. Kevin Toner comes across. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant by Kevin Toner. Got him set between man and ball. Felt the Felt the contact and went down. Like it or not, Joe is part of the game.
Yep.
These days. It's the cheers of Red Army come up from our singing section. As the wind gets up, you might be having a bit of rain, Joe. It's getting a bit overcasting.
Yeah.
Graham Kelly, lovely ball. Simon Madden for Ian Turner. Kelly left the foot and Ian Turner did well. Wins a free kick. James Downer comes across to take it. Sees Ian Birmingham.
It's a decent ball.
It was. Good idea. Good challenge again by Kevin Toner and Ryan Brennan. Ian Birmingham, Brennan, Toner. Ryan Brennan is forced back. Nice and neat.
Been good since he came on, Ryan Brennan.
Yeah, he's
had a good season.
Yeah, he's in good form.
Look at
James
Madden go.
is on. That's a great ball to Simon Madden. Lovely first touch. Going to take on Kennedy. Going to go inside. Oh, his cross just headed away. Jamie Lennon first to it.
Jamie.
Goalkeeper shouts. Goalkeeper comes and collects. Spotted Victor Fernandez. Long stuff. To the goalkeeper. Kieran Clark now, Irish international. John Joe Shelby. Back to Clark. So Callum Roberts. Kieran Clark takes over. Longstaff. Far side to Fernandez. There's options inside. Has to go back to Kieran Clark. Kieran Clark now brings it towards halfway into the Pats half. Looking for options. Has to go square to defender Hernandez. Far side, Atsu. Longstaff. Across the pitch. Callum Roberts. Kennedy. Kennedy, all left foot.
Yeah.
Kieran Clark. Roberts. John Joe Shelby was the last man for Newcastle. Callum Roberts gone. Good spot by Shelby, but Simon Madden taps it in. Conan Byrne. Callum Roberts was too quick.
Oh, that's well by Simon Madden.
Ryan Brennan off Nick Leahy's clearance. Kevin Toner has a bit of time, picks out Ian Birmingham inside him. Birmingham, no space for an into, has to go back to Kevin Toner. Kevin Toner, square to Mick Leahy. Simon Madden, Jamie Lennon does really well. It's a good run from Conan Byrne. Just couldn't get onto it. Kieran Clark, first go back to his goalkeeper, Kevin. Ian Turner.
Good pressure by Giggles.
Yeah. Newcastle just play it around them. Longstaff gets it out. Atsu. Can he keep that in? Jeez, he can. Oh, good skill. Keeping it in. Oh, fakes the cross. So Longstaff.
Kennedy got shot away. Well done, Jamie Lennon.
Ryan Brennan. Camley back to Ian Birmingham. Now James Down are going to have a run.
Go on, James.
On the far side. Ryan Brennan, that's a great ball to Simon Madden. Takes it in a stride.
Oh, brilliant.
Goes into the box. Is he taken down? Corner.
He ran straight in from there.
Yeah. Yeah. Roberts. Showed great pace to get back. But it is a corner for St. Patrick's Athletic. James down it. Comes over from his far wing. An in swinger with his left foot. In comes the corner. It's headed away, but Conan Burns going to pick this up and get it straight back to doing it.
Well done, doing it.
Yeah, doing it. What makes his man? Kennedy. Oh, I think doing it took that in a very sore spot. Referee immediately calls for assistance. James Doona gets up, but I think he's doing the he's doing the big man thing.
He's just running straight over.
Yeah. But he won't be able to turn for a while.
No, it's the physio.
Oh, physio, yeah. Yeah, that was a sore one. The lads know what we mean. Roberts care on Clark. That's what we're more used to seeing when he plays for Ireland. Jamie Lennon, Simon Madden, Mick Leahy back to Barry Murphy in the Pat's goal. Has Kevin Toner out the far side. Toner 3 in Birmingham. Drew Dixon, it's 1-0 Newcastle. To be honest, the game's lost a little bit of momentum.
Yeah, all the changes.
Wholesale changes at half time. As Christian Atsu just heads the ball straight out of play for a goal kick for St. Pat's. You can kind of hear that murmur around the crowd where they're going to have conversations and that sort of thing. They're not really as engaged with the game as they were in the first half. And you wonder, there's a few tasty challenges towards the end of that first half. You wonder, is it
wholesale changes now?
Conan Bourne slows down.
Yeah, slows down every time.
Yeah, Roberts.
I still put a few quid on him scoring.
Oh God, yeah. Good ball by Ryan Brennan. Ian Birmingham, Kevin Toner just on halfway. But you have Callum Roberts.
Bell gives it away.
Dwight Gale. John Joe Shelby just gets a toe. Simon Madden.
Tidy by Simon Madden.
Lovely. Made a feel a long stop, then gets it back. Has Conan Bourne outside him. Conan's never going to get to that. But it's put out of play.
Too close to the defender.
There is a throw into Pats. Taken quickly by Simon Madden and Jamie Lennon. Jamie Lennon, he looks this level. He looks comfortable, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Jamie Lennon.
Yeah.
Nick Leahy. Oh, it was never on. John Joe Shelby running at Nick Leahy. Steps inside. Gives the ball to Gale. Steps around. Tries to put it in the far corner. Just didn't curl enough. But Mick Leahy, you could actually see there that Jamie Lennon was held his hand to say no. So it looks like Ian Birmingham. It's coming off. Throws the armband to Jamie Lennon, who gives it over to Conan Byrne.
Lee Desmond coming back on. Yeah.
So Lee Desmond's coming on. He's going to play left full. That's the thing about Lee. He could play pretty much anywhere. He's just a footballer. He's the guy. Barry Murphy, goal kick. Doesn't reach halfway. It's flicked on by Lee Desmond. James down it. So a little ball to Ryan Brennan. Jamie Lennon's ball was intercepted. There's Kennedy. Has Dwight Gale outside him. Well done, Jamie Lennon. Held him up. The ball is forced. Callum Roberts wide. Gets across in towards the back post. Lee Desmond heads it away. Newcastle are first to it though. Shelby just crowded out. Jamie Lennon looking for Ian Turner, which is not enough angle on the ball.
Much there.
Kieran Clark. Victor Fernandez. John Joe. Always available to take a pass.
Isn't he? Very tidy.
Yeah. You know, and that's the thing. Oh, it's a lovely ball. Dwight Gale, first touch was a little bit behind him. And he blocks a shot from his own man. Simon Madden to get Conan Byrne into it. Byrne back to Madden, and Madden clears. Looking to get it. Oh, almost got it in. Literally a foot lower. That was in Mac Towers, and that ball was going in our bag.
Yeah, I'm not getting that back.
No. Thursday nights in Astro League, Joe.
I wouldn't use that in the game. One of our lads would lose in the ball.
Yeah, we'd end up in the trees beside the ground. Victor Fernandez just on halfway, far side Longstaff. Christian Atsu, back to Fernandez, square over the side of Kieran Clark.
Look at Shelby, always free.
He's starting to spray the ball around. Giggles, come on. Ball's going to break to Gale. Lee Desmond comes across. Takes control of the situation, puts it out for a throw into Newcastle.
A little bit ragged now.
We are, yeah. I know it's pre-season, but the conditioning of some of these guys is just head and shoulders above where we are. And you consider you've got young Callum Roberts up against a part-time school teacher who's in his 30s. You know? But like you say, I still fancy Conan to score.
That's what he does.
Yeah. Joe, for a laugh, last 5 minutes, throw everyone on. Yeah. Barry Murphy tries to reach Mac Towers with
Ryan Brennan in the walls with Kennedy.
And first the ball just hung up in the air. Ryan Brennan was on diving back to get a header on it. Kennedy kicked him on the side of the face, but Ryan Brennan just gets up and gets on with it. Ryan Brennan heads it on. Ian Turner beaten in the air.
Well done, Jamie.
Yeah, ball from Giggles. That's a great challenge by Jamie Lennon. Now gives it out to Conan Byrne, who has Simon on the overlap, creating the space for the cross, but it's headed behind. Completely missed by Kieran Clark.
Yeah, out for a corner kick.
Goes for a It's getting a bit chilly, isn't it? Conan Byrne comes over from his wing to take this in swinger with his right foot. Only Mick Leahy back minding, or rather Simon Madden back minding the house for Pats. The corner isn't great. And now they're looking to break. At the pace they have. That's it. That's a very, very smart foul by
what did he do?
James Doonan.
I was watching the runner or something.
He let him run across him and just took his heels. Again, it's just got to take a run for the team. James Doonan.
Yeah.
Free kick to Newcastle. Kennedy and John Joe Shelby standing over. Shelby across the back post, headed up in the air and away by Kevin Toner. Smashing header. She lands inside the box. Clark retrieves it. Callum Roberts. It's a cross in, and it's another good header away.
He doesn't this time.
No, it's Toner
again. Yeah. Great ball in by Roberts.
Yeah, smashing ball. There's just little things, isn't there? You see the quality going through. Throw away and taking to Kennedy. Callum Roberts and go outside Conan Byrne. Conan puts it out for a corner. Safety first. Corner to Newcastle. Heads are up. Couldn't get enough of it. Lee Desmond steps away from Longstaff.
Lee Desmond.
And gives the smash ball to Conan Bourne. Ryan Brennan. A few Conan Bourne on the wrong side. Lee Desmond. James Doonan. Gives a simple Ryan Brennan. Try out this side. Tried to get it through to Madden. Just completely duffed it. Out for a run. Adam Armstrong. Kennedy. Takes Kevin Toner. Out of the middle. That's good defending by Patstone.
Yeah.
Newcastle back inside their own half. Kieran Clark. Fernandez. Far side Longstaff. Fernandez goes past Ian Turner. Flicks it into Armstrong. Dwight Gale. Going across the pitch. Nice. Forced back by Jamie Lennon.
That's with Shelby.
Kennedy. Another good challenge by Jamie Lennon. Graham Kelly goes in on John Joe Shelby, who just kind of walks away in disdain from two number 8s. Armstrong. John Joe Shelby just inside the centre circle. He's a forward trying to thread a pass through. Atsu. He's getting past Lee Desmond. Lee Desmond gets enough. Atsu still going though. It's a shot. It's blocked by Mick Leahy. And Ryan Brennan chests it back to Barry Murphy. And there's a round of applause pretty much all around the ground. You know, there's people who've never been here before on this ground will come away and they'll say, God, Pats can play. Ball just not enough from Graham Kelly to Simon Madden. Moaning away as he does. He's between him and Conan. It must be the moaniest right side in the league, isn't it? So free kick to Newcastle quickly. Longstaff. Fernandez. Atsu. Thread through to Kennedy. Oh, that's a great ball. Gale is in. Good save. And the rebound is straight over. That was a great run by Gale. Well picked out. Barry Murphy just stood up and
Barry done very well.
His legs. That was Kenny, that was Yedlin, wasn't it, with the follow-up, skied it over the bar.
Yeah.
That goal kick to Pats after all that. Barry's goal kicks just about the centre circle. John Joe Shelby is all over Jamie Lennon. A physical mismatch, although Jamie Lennon's not shy about putting himself about, is he?
No.
I think about 8-9 minutes to go to the end of the game. 1-0 Newcastle. Kevin Toner. James Doonan. Lee Desmond. Goes past Atsu.
Oh, it's given away.
Game's getting stretched. Armstrong having a run. Shot well blocked by Kevin Toner.
Block.
Again, Kevin Toner got something on that.
Great work by Kevin Toner.
Barry Murphy saves comfortably down to his right hand side. We're going to have to bang this long. Well, relatively speaking, Graham Kelly gets ahead of John Joe Shelby. Doesn't fall to any Pats player. It's back to Matt Seltz, the goalkeeper. Fernandez, Atsu. Yedlin, Longstaff, clips away from Ryan Brennan, John Joe Shelby. It looks like they're putting something together here in Newcastle, doesn't it? Kennedy.
Yeah.
They're moving the ball around a little bit better. Atsu having the run to lead Esmond, trying to work something. Very calm by McLeahy, but gives it straight back. Kennedy shaping for a shot. Oh, just hits the crossbar. The dip on it. Just hits the top of the crossbar and goes over. Like, I hit the crossbar and then flew over the stand. That's how hard it hit the bar.
We never see shots of that power in this league.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Ferocious dip on it.
Yeah. The hardest shot I've seen here since what's his name?
Big Steve.
Stephen O'Flynn. Hardest goal kick. Do you know, that's a good kick into a fairly strong wind. That's it. Yeah, not to back to his goalkeeper. Longstaff. John Joe Shelby. Just inside centre circle. Callum Roberts steps inside Conanburn. Gives it back to John Joe Shelby. Shelby has Longstaff. Christian Atsu has Yedlin outside him.
Atsu is busy, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Oh, they tried to work it. Just the ball back from Callum Roberts. Goes there for goal. I think the same pass. Barry Murphy takes to Kevin Toner. Kevin Toner back to Barry. Barry has Mick Leahy outside him. Mick Leahy, Jamie Lennon shown for it. I think Dwight Gale's a little bit close to Jamie to get that ball. I think Mick Leahy did right to bang it long. Kieran Clark now for Newcastle. Callum Roberts. Longstaff. Yedlin. It's Atsu outside him. Back to Yedlin. Atsu. Steps inside. Gives a bit of it away. Graham Kelly, good challenge.
Well,
second great
Ryan.
challenge. Ryan Brennan has Conan Bourne screaming through the middle.
That's a better option. There we go, Simon Madden.
Bit of around. Oh, Kennedy. That was a bit nasty, wasn't it? Kennedy.
That was nasty.
It was. Jamie Lennon, Simon Madden. You've never been insulted to being insulted by the Kamak.
No, we've seen some weighty players crumble in front of that.
Yeah, to say they're cutting is, and it's not actually funny. It was a good one too between Dwight Gale and Adam Armstrong. Simon Madden, well done. Jamie Lennon, man on, gets away from Gale and passes the ball away from John Joe Shelby to Kevin Toner. Toner, James Duna. Graham Kelly. Lee Desmond. Desmond to
Pretty
Mick
quiet around the ground.
It is, yeah. Ian Turner does well. Conan Warren. Oh, almost got it back through to Ian Turner. Here on Clark. Longstaff. Hernandez. Gets it back from DeAndre. Kieran Clark. These are from John Joe Shelby. Try and get something going again. He's yet on the far side. Kennedy runs into the middle. Atsu, Kennedy. As well as Kennedy just goes running at the past defence and then gets in his way of his own man, gets the wall back and hits it straight at Barry Murphy. And that's saved.
He's the Ponto Bennett, isn't he?
Yeah. I mean, when you want yourself to be known by one name and you drop a letter out of it, you
Yeah.
gotta be good.
And when it's one of our names, it doesn't go down well.
So corner to Newcastle. It comes, it goes across, there's a toe poked at it. Gone behind for a goal kick by Fernandez. Oh, Barry picked it up. Oh. Graham Kelly. Cowan Bourne is offside.
Offside.
Ryan Brennan has a right go at the line-up.
Sure.
Remember when the line-ups who did our game? Not him. No. Callum Roberts. Aaron Clark. To his goalkeeper. Dwight Gale. Oh, that was a
Straight off the shin pad. Come on, Conan.
Has Simon Madden inside of Madden. Conan. And then has a go with somebody. That's it. That's a good ball. Maybe he's going to get there. He hasn't got there. Dwight Gale. Oh, get out. Not a hope, ref. Not a hope. Dwight Gale puts the ball one side of Kevin Toner, goes in a completely different direction, and then goes down like a no good goddamn hope. Ridiculous decision. And that's just the referee want to make a name for himself.
Anything, that's obstruction because he played the ball one way and then he tried to get past the player.
And obstruction is an indirect free kick. So penalty to Newcastle. It's like Christian Atsu versus Barry Murphy. Straight down the middle. Ridiculous from Rob Rogers, but not for the first time. I think we say it every week, Joe. Everything in the league is improved except the standard of officials.
Yeah.
Everything. That was an absolute joke. Even Liam Buckley having a go at the referee. He was actually intimidated. Anyway, let's get on with it. 2-0 down. Never a 2-0 game. Great ball from Jamie Lennon to Conan Bourne.
That's the Conan we know.
Here we go. Goes over.
Oh,
That was all right. Away. Come on, Giggles.
not doing Giggles.
Oh, unlucky Ian Turner. John Joe Shelby. It's a bit of space out this side. Simon Madden struggles to get back. Dwight Gale, who won a penalty. Let's not make any bones about it. Didn't earn it. John Joe Shelby has to get past the ref. Completely unaware of most things going on anyway. Callum Roberts back to John Joe Shelby. Atu makes a run far post. John Joe Shelby keeps the ball, goes to Longstaff. Longstaff out of Victor Fernandez. And there's Atsu. Longstaff. John Joe Shelby just in the centre circle. And to walk in pace a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Seeing that out. Lovely ball from Yedlin. Taking on Lee Desmond. Kennedy. Atsu. Again, can't get away from James doing it. Lovely touch from Kennedy.
Oh, that's a good ball.
Yeah, nobody
reading that at all.
Nobody gambled. Simon Madden brings it away. There's Conan in front of him. Ryan Brennan. Simon Madden still going. Jamie Lennon. Ian Turner. Graham Kelly. Lee Desmond. James Dooner takes over.
To take it.
That's a lovely ball for Simon Madden.
Yeah, great ball.
Madden, can he work across him now? Callum Roberts gets a good challenge in. Kieran Clark. Good ball to Kennedy. Is a John Joe Shelby in front of him. Game a little bit stretched. Shelby slows it down. Atsu. Just running straight at the heart of the Pats defence. Gale steps one way. Kevin Toner forces him wide. Good defending. Has to go back to Yedlin. Longstaff. Kieran Clark. It's Callum Roberts outside and Kieran Clark. That's a kind of nosebleed territory for him, isn't it?
Yeah.
Callum Roberts. Kennedy. John Joe Shelby. Just keeps things moving along, doesn't it? Lee Desmond calls for the Pats players to get up the pitch. Newcastle just knocking this around. Graham Kelly goes looking for the ball. That's just Ian Turner with Newcastle move it out wide. Fernandez, far side. Not the greatest pass. Ball's going out of play. Throw into Pats.
Yeah, it must be the last couple.
Yeah, it must be. I didn't see a board go up. Paul Brady, the fourth official. And there it is. There it is.
Back in, bud. It's all over.
2-0 Newcastle. Good game, Joe.
Yeah, good game overall. You'll see some of these Premier League superstars playing. Shelby didn't disappoint.
No, he was excellent.
Solid, just his position, where he comes to give support, the passing. Yeah. Brilliant. Great to watch. Anyway, folks, we're back on Friday.
No, we're not. We have a night off on Friday.
Yes.
It's on.
On the telly. We'll let the B team do it. So
we talk. Actually, we won't talk to you the following week either because we're up in Derry and our internet thingy doesn't work up in there. So
it could well be the Inchcore Derby in the cup.
I think it will be the Inchcore.
Are we allowed up here? It's an away game for us.
You try and stop us. Right, folks. Listen, thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you soon. Good night.
Look at the uplifters run on the pitch.